You've probably read the title of this video, rolled your eyes and immediately thought it was clickbait, but just out of curiosity clicked on it, and now you see me here with my crystal necklace and you're thinking, God, what is she gonna say? What is she gonna waffle on about to make you believe that it's actually possible to manifest your dream life in just 1 month? But when I tell you that I am a very logical person and way prefer to use a step-by-step method for 100% gratification, 100% guarantee of getting results, that's just the way I move through life. I like knowing that if I'm gonna put effort and time into something, I'm gonna get something back from it. And a couple months ago, something in my mindset just shifted and I started thinking differently and therefore doing things differently. And literally in that overnight change in my methodology and my philosophy, I changed my life. And I would like to tell you exactly how I did that in this video. Because there is enough success to go around, I want every single person to watch this video and believe that they can genuinely achieve whatever they want to. Because I did. Overnight, I changed my mentality into what I'm going to talk about in this video. And within a month, I was living my dream life. So let's get straight into it. What is the mentality? I usually plan my videos before I make them. I go above and beyond, taking it seriously, and before I make them, I note down the points I want to make, bullet point things I want to mention, and reasons why they're relevant for you as a viewer. Maybe even particular ways of wording something. I can be very meticulous about it when I want to be, and sometimes I've been known to get a little bit in over my head and prearrange the full structure of how I want one of my Friday videos to flow. I also want to mention that while it might not seem like it now, but especially at the time, just before I changed this mentality, I was very naturally shy, introverted, reserved, and also just prone to being embarrassed. Every time I posted on my Instagram, I felt cringy. I couldn't even talk in front of a camera. If you watch some of my earlier videos, oh my god, they're so embarrassing. I will never take them down, but I cannot fathom the fact that even then I thought I was confident in front of a camera. So if you watch my older videos, you can see my genuine growth as a person and my career flourish from when I just changed how I thought about doing things in my life. I was shy, introverted, very anxious, but I was also a yap risk. I remember being told a lot in school when I was getting my work marked for feedback that my sentences are too long, I'm too wordy, I've gone off topic, or what I'm saying is just too much of a story, that I've lost focus of the essay. I don't know if anyone else is going to relate to that, but I hope I'm not the only one, because outside I didn't talk to anyone. People genuinely thought I was a mute when I started uni because I was just too scared to talk to anyone. But let me tell you this, your mind is programmable, and I think in adult life I took that criticism from school to mean that I absolutely must get better at never deviating from structure, from planning, from deviating from the norm, and just prioritizing optimization for getting a message across in the quickest way possible. And I think it's really common for so many of us to prioritize that optimization and instant deliverance of a message and value instead of emotion and an actual storyline which people can genuinely take advice from. You know, we constantly think about the what ifs and worry about making final decisions on things because we think it could be the wrong one. You know, we kind of wish that we could look into the future at both ends of the decision and see which one could have been the best. Obviously we can't do that, but we're also not listening to other people's stories. We're not allowing other people a chance to tell you how their life panned out after they made a decision that could have been different to yours. Babe, take in that information. You want to know what could happen. But I was just told so much in school and I really internalized it that no one wants to hear your life story. They only want to hear about what you think about Lady Macbeth in this scene. Granted, drafting and deciding what you want to say and what you want to do, basically planning out your entire future, does make it a little bit easier to make decisions. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I make these videos to document, to communicate, and to share my thoughts and experiences with you. I want you to succeed. There's so much competition between each other in this world, but I want you to succeed. I want to give you the exact step-by-step and guarantee of success. So I'm just going to take something that I wrote down in a journal entry the day before I made this mental shift. I was lying down in one of my favorite London parks, and even though I journaled about it and I wrote it down to get it out of my head, I couldn't stop thinking about it. And this is what I wrote: nothing matters unless you want it to matter. I was feeling very dramatic that day apparently, but what I've learned from that quote and being dramatic about it is that it was the absolute key to manifesting every single thing that I wanted in my life within 30 days. I wrote that in my journal, and no joke, 30 days later I was living the exact reality of the dream me. What I learned from thinking about that quote, really internalizing it and shifting my mentality to think about that as a default way of moving through life, is that if we're going to be dramatic about anything in life, oh my god, let it be being dramatic about the good bits. Be dramatic and loud and chalant about the things that are good in your life. Chalant literally comes from the French word chaloir, which means to matter. Embrace what excites you, my angel, because this is where the manifestation reality comes in. Yes, I'm sitting here with a crystal necklace on, but I have tried every single manifestation method out there, and this is the only one that has genuinely made a difference in my life pretty instantly as well. Manifestation isn't just some hippy-dippy, free-spirited campaign. It's not performative, it's really scientific actually, and it's about exchange of energy energy, if you're putting out good energy into the world, you're talking about what you want to happen, and you're embracing everything that's good in your life, you're going to be looking for the good opportunities. And karma is real. Those opportunities will come back to you if you're putting yourself out in a positive energy that other people want to be around. If you go to an event, you're networking, you're a really pleasant person to be around, you're in a good mood because the bus driver was nice to you, the things that you consciously make matter to you are good. You're going to be a pleasant energy to be around, and other people are going to want to give things back to you. I have wonderful travel plans to look forward to this summer. I will be sure to film everything as a keepsake, so keep your eye out. I just graduated my bachelor's degree literally 3 days ago. I cannot believe I'm saying that out loud, but now I have a degree. I have talented friends that are doing incredible things in their life, and honestly, I'm just excited to hear about it. They're so busy accomplishing wonderful things, and I'm just excited for the cocktail gacha, where I can sit there and listen to them talk about every single thing that they've achieved. It makes me proud. I want these things, these good things in my life to matter to me, so I'm gonna make it so. Of course, not everything in my life is sunshine and rainbows. On the flip side, rent and living in London is really tricky sometimes. Logistically, financially, emotionally. It's been 3 years and I still feel like I'm that hobbit from the countryside trying to make it in the big city, and not just because of my hair. I've had loads of really tough decisions to make under time pressure too. That's really difficult to take on as a young person. I've also had to turn down potential life-changing opportunities purely because of realistic and external factors. That's disappointing, and I'm always going to be thinking, what if? But the things that I can control, I will. And I can control what matters to me. The yin and the yang, eh? Of course, you need to acknowledge the bad. You can't just ignore it. You can't sweep things under a rug. But the mentality that's going to get you exactly where you want to be is the one where you focus on the fact that nothing matters unless you want it to matter. If you want the bad things to matter, even if it's subconscious, if you're letting those bad things matter to you, you're going to be attracting that energy. You're going to be focusing on the bad and feeling like everything around you is crumbling. So the same goes in reverse. Don't let the things that don't matter to you. I really mean it. And this sounds really simple and it seems like it's not going to get you anywhere, but trust me, I will get onto the fact that I manifested every single thing that I wanted with this mentality. What I'm saying is experience the bad, but don't let it matter to you more than it has to. I will not spend time dramatizing the bad and inviting it in, because in a few decades, years, months, maybe even weeks time, nothing will matter except the things that I wanted to matter. And this is where we get into the logistics of how this genuinely plays into you living your dream life. Okay, so now we have the mentality. We know that we want to be focusing on the good, putting our time and energy into the positive things that are going to scale our lives, and not ignoring the bad, acknowledging it, but just not over dramatizing it. What happens, and most likely the things that are bad in your life, you cannot control, because if you could control them, why would you want to bring them into your life? You probably cannot control them. So deal with them and then forget about them, move on. They're not serving you any purpose. This overnight shift I took on motivated me to remove any blockages that were in my path of me reaching my dream life. I want to be a film composer. I want to be a content creator. I want to be a journalist. I want all of those things, and I want to be happy while I'm doing it, obviously. But I didn't have the time to do it because I was working insanely long hours at a job I hated just to make the money to support myself studying in London. You might be in a similar situation where you hate your job, you feel like it's not really taking you anywhere. It might even be really underpaid, but you just feel like it's not serving you. There's other things that you know that you can do with your life. That's what I was feeling. And instead of focusing on the fact that the rent was due, that I needed to make instant money right there and then, and I felt like I should be overworking because I'm a young student and that's just what they seem to do. Instead of focusing on all of that negativity, I decided to bring in the positivity, to put my energy into the things that matter, because working at that job didn't matter to me. So I left it behind. I quit. And I started this YouTube channel. I started my Substack publication. I sent off some of my music reviews to a magazine, and literally overnight I became those things. I quit my job, and yes, it was stressful because I suddenly didn't have this income in my life, but I put myself in a position to scale these things that I really care about, that matter to me, into my career. Yes, I put hours into these videos, but I love doing it. And in doing that, yes, it was a quiet month of trying to grow my socials from nothing. And yes, it was terrifying to submit my writing to somebody who could instantly reject me. But that mentality, nothing matters unless you want it to matter, is what got me there. Those things are my passions. They're what I want to build my life around. They bring me joy and positivity. So I decided to focus on them. I left behind the bad and brought in more of the good. And within a month's time, I'd become a published media reviewer. My music reviews got published for a magazine. I can now call myself a media journalist because I am one. I took the risk and I put in the time to get there, to scale it and reach my dream. Since then, I've been invited to album launches, film premieres, incredible opportunities where I've met wonderful people, and I'm so grateful for it. But it's only happened because I put myself in a position to do that. I took the risk and I focused on what matters matters to me. I started my YouTube channel. I'm now a content creator. I've now had my channel for quite a few months and I've met incredible people from it. I feel really creative and I've worked with some incredibly lovely brands. Again, I'm so grateful for that, but that wouldn't have happened if I didn't focus on what matters to me. All of these things, this new mentality, this new way of moving through life, instead of constantly complaining or groaning about what's out to get me, I left it behind. And yes, that's really hard to do. People watching this are going to ignore my message because it's a really tough decision to make, sometimes a risky one. I know that I took that risk. And so they feel like they can't do that. They feel like the bad is just too much. It's overwhelming. So they kind of have to focus on it. But that is where you get stuck. If you refuse to take that risk to live your dream life, you're never going to live it. You have to want it bad enough. You have to want that dream so bad that you want to focus on it. You want nothing else to matter to you, because it shouldn't. If that's your dream life and it matters to you, let it. I really don't want any of this to come off as pressure to instantly change your life overnight. It takes time, it takes growth. You can see that in my channel. I was so underconfident and had so much self-doubt in myself and my dreams when I started this. And now look at me. It's so easy to see someone succeeding and assume that they had the easy route. I absolutely did not. And I'm here to tell you that. I'm here to share my experience and tell you that it's probably not going to be easy, but oh my god, is it going to be worth it. So please focus on the good, because you deserve it. You deserve everything that you want in life. It's waiting just for you. So go out there and grab your dream. Just remember, nothing matters unless you want it to matter. Invite the good things in and send the bad things out. Thank you so much for watching this week's video. I really appreciate you watching until the end, because I do put so much time and effort into these videos. It's just me doing these. I don't have an editor. I don't have a manager. It's just me. My passion, my thoughts, and my value to give to you for free. So why not subscribe? It is free. It's basically just another word for follower. And I would love for us to grow together. So please take that 1 second and subscribe. Like the video so that I can make more of these and help you reach the dream you quicker. I'm Madeline.d.Marston. This is In the Pursuit of Artistic Wealth, and I will see you next week.